Hey Mac Geeks, so we had the iPad launch yesterday. Apple released the new iPad 2. I was able to pick one up and I thought I'd do this real quick unboxing video for you. So there you can see the iPad and its packaging. A very simple design on the front, not a lot to it. They just have the slim profile of the iPad 2. On the bottom you have the Apple logo, and then on the side, interesting to note, Apple just went with simply iPad. Does not say iPad 2, just iPad branding. And then if we flip it over onto the back, you have the model number information along with the indication of which model you have. So this is just the 32 gigabyte model. Notice these are all done with stickers, which is something Apple has done, so I think they don't have to change the packaging. They can have the one package for all the different model iPads and then just simply swap out the stickers on the back, so it's probably much more cost effective for them. In lifting off the cover, there you can see the iPad itself. Nice and glossy. It's wrapped in its plastic sheeting. If we lift up the tab here, let's take a look at what's underneath first. We'll take a look at the accessories and then we'll come back to the iPad. I'll show you the profile and all that good stuff. You have the power adapter here, which lifts out with this little tab. Something somebody told me, or I think I read online, was that this is twice the power, but no, this is still, it's probably hard to read on there, but this is still the 10-watt USB power adapter. So same one that you would have with the last generation iPad. And then you have your little instruction booklet, and under here the 30-pin docking cable. Looking inside at the instructions, one thing Apple did this time around was they did release an iPad 2 guide as an iBook. So if you have iBooks, you can actually download that. Opening this up, there is a little card, just a single sheet card, instruction paper. Not too many instructions on there either. You just have the home button, sleep, wake, silent, and the volume on and off. And then the product information guide along with your Apple stickers. So that's all the goodies that's inside there. Let's take a look at the iPad itself. So here is the iPad 2. I'm just feeling it for the first time. It is really nice. This curved edge, a lot of people have commented this curved edge feels really nice in your hand, but super thin. Bring it around here. On the top you can see the headphone jack and the sleep wake button, and because of this curve, you may or may not be able to notice this, all the controls are kind of wrapped around the back edge. On this side you've got the volume rocker and the rotation lock switch, or the volume switch. Now that we have iOS 4.3, you can do that. Down here on the bottom you have the docking connector, and in this case, on this one, since it's the Wi-Fi model, nothing on this side. But you can see super thin, and then you've got your black Apple logo on the back, and then the indication iPad 32 gigabyte, and then all your FCC and other info. Oh, also, good shot here of the new speaker grill. Just a bunch of little tiny holes on this one, but much larger in terms of surface area than the speaker on the iPad 1. Now the actual speakers inside, according to iFixit, are a lot smaller, so it'll be interesting to see what the sound sounds like. So there you go, unboxing the new iPad 2. In addition to picking up the iPad 2, I also did pick up a couple of accessories. The green smart cover, this is in the polyurethane. They also had leather ones there as well. They had the full selection at the store when I went. And then I also did pick up the DVI to AVI adapter. So that's going to let me dock in with HDMI and do mirroring on the iPad, and you've got both the HDMI connector and a 30-pin connector so that you can supply power to the iPad while you're using it. And that's going to be really handy for doing presentations, because you're actually now going to be able to mirror your video. But I thought we'd unbox the cover here for as much as that's worth. Flipping it over to the back, you have the iPad smart cover information. This has the magnetic hinges that automatically click into the magnets that are on the iPad 2. There's also some magnets for closing it and activating the sleep wake button when you move the cover back and forth. And then you can use it as a stand, and I'm hearing good things so far on the stand portion, especially in the vertical mode, that it's much improved over the original Apple iPad case. And of course the information on the back there. Now it looks like how you open this, and I haven't done this yet, is you have a little tab here. I'm assuming this is going to peel off or peel back. It's stuck on there pretty good. And then coming around to the front, it should just push through and open right up. So it has some instructions there, it looks like. We pull this, slide this out, and that's kind of neat. Slides right out of there. And the cover material, as I'm feeling it, sort of feels almost the same as the current iPad cover if you have the black one from Apple. And then you have these folds in here which are going to allow it to fold up and move into the stand orientations. And then on the side here is the metal latching system, that will dock into the iPad. So that is the cover. So the last thing I wanted to try out in the video was actually attaching the smart cover. So I have the smart cover here. This has a magnetic latching mechanism, so these are magnets here. The little bar along this edge has kind of a, I don't know if it's a rubberized material, but a material I'm assuming to protect the side of the iPad. There's also a couple little bumps. I don't know if you can see those here. That should protect the iPad as well. But Apple claims we should be able to just easily take the cover, sort of drag it to the edge of the iPad, and it should lock into place. And it looks like it did, and line up perfectly. So it is lined up on the iPad. The other feature of the case is that it should actually wake the iPad from sleep, and that appears to be working as well. I don't know if you can actually see that. Let me bring it up closer. So if we just peek behind this corner here, on, I'll tilt it a little bit maybe so you can get a better angle without the reflection. You can see the battery indicator turning on and off as we do that. So that's it, the smart cover. As far as the feel goes, as I mentioned, this is the polyurethane, and it feels a lot like the original iPad 1 cover in terms of texture. It's the same on the inside. The gray's a little, it's got that microfiber that's supposed to help keep the screen clean, and that feels nice as well and should protect the glass of the iPad pretty well. So that's it for my iPad unboxing. Thanks for watching.